Hi everyone, it's the Psychic Sleuth. I am going to be doing Summer Wells number 4 reading today. I did it yesterday, 3/1/22. So if you would like to support my mission to help find answers in cases, please like and subscribe. There are also ways you can support me in the drop down below. Information can be past, present, or future, symbolic, or have multiple meanings. Spirit will sometimes use my reference or experience in order to explain things. It can sometimes be like charades. All the readings should be put together to form a whole picture. Keep in mind that there are interconnects sometimes, so not everything may fit, or it can, for some reason, interconnect other cases, usually in the future. Also, I can get information on things that have happened or that are surrounding the case. This is my reading that I did prior in a messenger group. I am reading to share it with you. As I channel best as I type, I do it with people prior. People are innocent until proven guilty. This is for entertainment purposes only. These are psychic medium impressions. This reading was a bit emotional for me. I did cry, and I never cry when working on cases, and I never have before when I connected with her. It was very powerful in that way. I try to separate myself in order to find the answers. Because I work a lot of missing persons and including children cases, it's something I have to do because you can't get yourself involved in that way if you want to find the answers. Emotions are very blocking, but this was different because I was feeling her emotions. Summer was very straightforward in this reading, very strong. I'm going to try and draw what she is showing me as soon as I can, so I did draw it. I will put it on the video. I wish I could tell you some things that are happening right now in other cases, but I'm not wanting to spook who I'm looking for. I'll share when I can, because we basically found them or the area that they're in. You will hear about it when they are safe. Also, prior to the reading, I was able to find someone's phone and a wallet that went missing around Christmas time. So that was pretty amazing, and my gifts are definitely growing and changing. So I am going to be doing some of my old cases just to see if I can get a better picture. That is why I decided to do Summer tonight. Plus, they are searching, so I'm hoping that this will aid in that. Was a little hard to connect at first. I think she was busy. She's flashing some kind of stuff. It's kind of like things we got... Sorry about that. Things we got before. She shows me where she slept again as dark. Remember the previous reference to Rapunzel, but down instead of up in the tower. And that was said before any of that ever came out. She says it's dark and damp, that it can get cold even sometimes. I see her playing with different toys. I don't know if her mattress is on the ground, but it feels low to the floor, so she shows me that. There's reference to my right shoulder hurting at this time. I don't know why, and then the left side of my head, and I am feeling kind of out of it and disoriented. Summer is showing me a field of flowers. Now, I don't know if this is symbolic at this time or not, since I noticed the road field when we went on the map after the reading. But she's spinning with her arms out. The flowers are little yellow flowers. She also shows me her on a tire swing. I feel like it was one of her favorite things to do. I see her spinning and spinning. This is coming in stronger as I'm typing. So sometimes they just show things, even if I'm aware of it, to kind of validate, but this was very clear. She was showing me her spinning on the tire swing. She also shows me her running around barefoot. She also shows me her just running around in the yard being active. I see her running and being silly. I am not sure why again, but I get that hyperactive feeling kind of energy that I got before, like ADHD. It shifts to me seeing Mom's fists flying at me for some reason. I can see from their point of view, so I can see from Summer's point of view. This time it's like I'm Summer and this is what I see coming at me. I don't know, I feel like I pissed her off. I don't know if I wasn't listening or what, but kind of just feels like that. This is why I'm getting head pain. I think I always do with her. She shows me bruises on her body. She's pointing at them like, look. I don't know. I hear the words up the street. She takes me back in her house. It's messy, and she shows me. I don't know why she was skipping around and went back to this. So I see Mom standing over her, looking down after this. And she's standing there, she's got blood on her. Such an odd reading so far. And her face is blank. Now in front of my head is hurting. Her clothes also have blood. I think she burned them or something with them like that. I can see the fire and her throwing them in. Took a shower and all of it. But or washed herself up, whatever. But she shows me, I don't know, I keep getting a reference to 2 p.m. or something, but then I keep being told the timeline is kind of off like before. And whenever I see her grab a shovel out of the shed they have, she's kind of panicked mode now. My chest is hurting. At this point, I am trying to get Summer to lead me to her. Okay, she goes up the road out of the driveway. I think that this is the way you would leave her yard. Then I believe she's walking down the road. Things can be mirrored, but I feel like I'm walking down. She shows me this area down the road. I believe it's off to the left. I get a reference to an old building or something. It's again the log type buildings that we got before. What's weird is I see digging. I see digging. Like she's wiping sweat from her face. She's talking to herself. Like they can't ever find you. I really messed up. Like I'm getting all of this that's going on in her head. And she's like, no, they can't find you. Just a lot of talk like that as she's digging. I get a reference to a lot of trees around me, but there's a little clearing that seems to be dirt or have dirt. It's off the road, like you turn off a driveway or road that leads in. It looks like dirt, the driveway or road. This is coming as I type. It's off the road, so she's hiding and you can't see her. I think the trees hide her. I get a reference to 4, not really sure why. I don't think now getting this info that she is far from the house according to the reading, but she's not on the property as she has always said. I get a reference to hearing metal like being knocked on, so I don't know if she shows something to put her in that's already in the ground, but I am getting a vision that I have been getting for a while now. Every time I tap into this case, every last one of my even in one of my last lives, that is I am cramped in a small hole, like I'm literally in fetal position. There is a pond in the area. It feels like to my left. I looked on the map and couldn't find one in that area, so this may be a place that water accumulates to. It's not a large one. It could be a dried up one too, but that's what she was showing me. So I don't know. There might be a place that I'm not seeing on the map, but I get a reference to one in the area not far from. Then if you keep going to my left, the reference to the church. If you go across the main road, there's a creek that kind of runs along the road is what I see. And diagonally to my right, I can, as I'm talking to you guys right now, I can see the cemetery. I do keep hearing Simpson. I said that in the very beginning. There was a pool there. And I'm wondering, because I got a church and cemetery in Dulce, if that's an interconnect. But it has now fit 3 cases, the Simpson has. It fit Gannon. It randomly came on my random list around when Gannon's reading, which there was a Simpson near him. So, like if I'm standing facing the road, the main road, I'm in a clearing. I have trees all around me. Then the pond or water accumulation somewhere. It feels far to my left, but further is the church. Things can be mirrored, but I will try to draw what I see. She says, Mommy, you know you did this. Just say it. Do what you have always told me and fess up if you did something wrong. I hear now as I'm typing, accidents happen. That is what you always taught me. Adults have to abide by same rules kids do. You know it's the right thing, Mom. Break your silence, Mama. There's a reference to a river again. Like in the last reading I had thought was location. I can get clues to other things such as evidence or cases. But I feel like she put something in the river. I'm not sure, but that always comes in for some reason. I hear the word mural. So I don't know if there is one in the area or will be made. The tunnel comes in again. I have been told it's in the area. I'm just not really sure where. I feel like I'm in a small clearing. It's possible there's an abandoned building on the property. She says, Mom, do right by me. You never did. Now is your chance. Now is your chance to show some kind of love and respect for me. Because you know that you weren't the best mom. All the drinking and drugs I hear as I'm typing. It's time to make things right. It's time to be an adult, Mommy. You've gotten away with enough. No, I don't want you to have my brothers back. You don't deserve them. You always did love them more than me, though. I know you tried, Mommy. I know that you have issues. I forgive you. Please do the right thing. It's time. There is a reference to a flag, like an American flag. That can sometimes be symbolic for cemetery or a post office, but sometimes it's just in someone's yard. So the area seems to be green around me. Very green. Kind of smelly where I'm at, though. You can tell that she dug there, though. It's patted down, but it's like, I don't know, something has grown over it or something is over it. I see one single rock. like just there randomly. But I see her crouched in this hole, Summer. I am basically in the middle of a small clearing. Seems like there's a lot of grass and trees. Makes almost a circle, except at the entrance. I get a reference to bee. And of course I realized after the reading when I went on the map that there's a ton of bee names. So figures. I hear abandoned property. Old. I do feel she drove to the river at one point though. I'm not going to ignore it. I keep getting a reference to that Bell Road again for some reason. But so I don't know exactly what she put in it at this point. Or put her in at this point. But the place is really ran down. What's weird is I don't see a whole lot on it though, like on the property. But there's a falling down building somewhere, possibly dark brown and log. As I'm typing, I heard the word settlers, so I don't know if it was a place where settlers went or something like that. I don't really know anything that would be something of the history of the area. So I'm not sure if that makes sense. She says, "You would think that my mom is too lazy to dig a hole, huh? She really didn't want me found." Her little attitude is coming through at this point. I can literally see sweat on Candace's face as she's digging. She's talking like a maniac to herself as she digs the entire time. I don't know, it's odd, and I'm not sure when she did it, but I see a piece of hair like it's cut and kept. Probably not after her passing, as she had I think she had a shaved head at that point. But it was very random, so I don't know if it's symbolic or what, but she shows me Mom has a piece of hair somewhere. I don't know what this is for, maybe some type of validation or it's symbolic. She says, "You'll never get away with this. You have to face your karma. Regardless, things will be made right." I am okay. I am happy as she shows me her spinning in a field of flowers again. She says, "This is something that you have to learn from, Mom. The flowers are small yellow flowers in the field." She is with all kinds of cats and dogs. They are all around her, and bunnies. She says, "It's time for this to come to an end. Enough with the lies. Enough with the games. My life was cut short because you couldn't control your temper. Now you have to learn your lesson and be put in the corner or punished like kids are when they do bad things. Again, I love you, Mom, and I forgive you. That will never change. But our past were full of tragedy this time around. Honor my memory." I keep seeing painting on rocks as well. So I have given all that I can where I am. I hope that this finally can come to an end. I am at rest regardless, but people need to know there is a rainbow on one of the rocks specifically that I see. I'm not really sure if she liked to paint rocks or where that comes in at, but she's thankful for the way that people have rallied around and together for her. For those that have looked for her, for those that have done all they could, she is thankful for all of the love that she has, and all of the love she has felt it. She helps other children who have been murdered be okay with their transformation. I saw a vision of her holding their hands as they walk into the light and connect with the other side. And chills. I got chills again too. I could feel her so strong at this point, and I started to cry because I could feel her emotions. She says she has a purpose on the other side, and she had a purpose here on earth. She brought so many people together. As I'm typing, I can hear the word, "There will be changes." She will always be remembered. There will be something done in her name when she is found or when this is all over. I see C in handcuffs, so she's done. Her time is coming, right behind Trezell and Jacqueline. So this will make more sense of the last reading. I was honestly so confused after the first two where I had saw her something down in the ground, and then the last one when I was taken to the river. So I don't know what I heard, but evidence is in the river, I feel. What's weird too is I don't know if there's a rock. There was a rock handy, but I keep seeing her hit with a rock as well in the head. Now, I've been getting this a lot lately, so I don't know if it's symbolic or what, but I see blood on the rock, so, and even a little bit of hair, so that was kind of very vivid at this point. So it's possible that it was tossed because that is coming in together this time. So maybe the last reading wasn't wrong, it was just wasn't her body like I thought, or I misunderstood. It's easy to do. So I pick up on thoughts. It's possible C was thinking about taking her to the river as well. But she says, "You can find me. I love you all. Thank you for caring so much for a girl that you never met. Know that justice will be served and that I am here with my purpose." At this point, she said, and I couldn't believe it. Sorry. She said, "Thank you, Rachelle." And at that point, I lost it with crying. because I felt the emotion with the thank you, and felt her so strong. I could feel her gratitude. A couple more things came in. I do think that something did happen that day at the river. This would explain my first reading. I do think that she hit her head and that she took in water, so that part of the reading wasn't wrong. I just misunderstood in a way. She just didn't pass from that, I don't feel, but it may have impacted things later, because she shows me this happening that day, then later in the day. So I don't know, she was kind of being bad. I think she had some sugar or something, because I feel scattered energy. She was kind of rambunctious, wasn't listening, and Mom lost it. I think Grandma knows, and Grandma helped in some way with ideas or something. There's no way Grandma doesn't know something, because she was around, but maybe just not the whole story. So she showed me that because I asked her, and she said that she almost did pass earlier that day, that it was the day, unfortunately, that she was meant to pass. She calls it 2 exit points in a day. So that's why that came in before. But this time she's very clear on where she is. I know it was her because I felt her strongly, and she spoke very clearly. The sound of metal, I don't know if she's in something in the ground or it's the sound of rocks and the shovel. So that's what I have for Summer. I will post, my hair's a mess today, sorry. I will post the picture of what I drew, and hopefully it will make sense to someone, because on the map I can't tell because I see it like I'm there. So I'm hoping that someone from the area is going to notice and see where I'm talking about. Alright, until next time. Sorry, my hair is such a disaster this morning or today. But I'll see you later. Thank you for your support.